it's just me. And I'm already crying, so we'll do this.
Got it.
Suddenly, I was no longer in my car. My body remained there, but my mind had slipped into my space. My brother's voice on the phone was gone with a final "love you," but the brightness of the day had faded. The silence in my head had finally become a comforting presence. Yet I realized I had ventured far from the safety that once was my survivalist cabin. The dark sky above was littered with stars, flickering figures that guided me here. In a few weeks, I'll graduate with a bachelor's degree in psychology. A once distant dream, now tangible. I'd gained so much knowledge from the solitude and struggle. If this chapter closed, what was next for me? Looking back to the forest I'd just emerged from, souls wandered. Faceless figures drifting aimlessly through amongst the trees. Tangled in bramble, too tired to walk, too wounded to believe that a clearing waited just beyond the rise. One stood directly on my path, a silhouette long forgotten to my bones, but one I'd longed to hold again. My brother. His hand outstretched, a phone wire wrapped around it. His eyes were heavy, tired, but filled with an understanding beyond the years that we had spent apart. I resented that you left me alone. His voice echoed between my ears. Trapped with them. It felt like you had abandoned me. No rebuttal rose from me. Only the weight of his truth settled between us like a thick fog, covering my footsteps. There was never an iron rod for us to hold onto like the church had promised. And as I stepped towards him, a profound awareness held me back. You cannot go back into the forest, it warned. You must continue forward. I needed to ask someone, the stars, the universe, whatever forces spun the earth. Their aid during my time in the forest had given me tools, truths, and hope. Could they guide me now, or was my survival in the forest a fluke? Show me, I begged, hands to the sky and tears streaming from my eyes. I want to help those who need it. I cannot believe that I lived through this pain without purpose. Before me, a warm torch appeared, illuminating the darkness with an ethereal glow. It warmed my soul. Two paths emerged in this light, one familiar to me, an academic path that hid the torch's glow with the shadows from the forest. It felt safe, bless you. It felt safe, normal, domestic. Then silence was replaced by soft piano drips. Holding the torch to my left, in the distance I saw the base of a mountain, a steep climb ahead. Fireflies scattered before me, and the moon in its darkest form rose over the peaks that wrapped around the dense forest, back to my safe cabin. Frozen in place, the words of the song came through. Looking backwards might be the only way to move forward. Caught in the haunting melody's spell, warmth washed over me, urging me to listen, not just with ears, but with my being. When I had shared with my brother what I really thought happened between our parents, a pause cracked open the silence that smothered us for years. We were no longer just siblings, letting distance drive confusion, but vulnerable explorers. The closer I trekked toward the mountain, my torch shifted. Its flame extinguished and turned to liquefied ash, and the wood took the shape of a pen. Its jagged edges still in need of polishing, but primed and ready to write. My faith crisis didn't end in despair, as I might have once feared. Instead, the choices I made to engage with the discomfort gave me a reawakening. The call shook my bones, a test of commitment to myself, my fresh foundations, and an obligation that I now held to show that rebuild is possible. Now my journey wasn't just about escaping the dark forest, but clearing the path for others. My mother, grandmother, and those faithful Mormon saints will call my story a fluke. Claim that I work with the adversary, that any step off the chosen path leads to chaos. But, dear reader, I want you to know that no matter where you feel trapped, whether it be in the dreadful hustle culture, the repetitive forests of trauma, or, like me, stuck in a mainlined cult, chaos is the universe's true nature. Now, to navigate it, we must dance with chaos, not run. It's unsettling, but deep within darkness, you will find your spark to rise again. Back in my body, I felt that spark deep within my core. It was time to embrace my new narrative and allow it to unfurl my best life through the guidance that I held within. Not as a saint and not as a sinner, but as a fully emboldened woman in total control of herself, and that was enough to start.